It's always been a dream of mine, and I kind of just took a chance.
From Kahnawà to New York, an Indigenous designer makes strides in fashion's biggest week. Mohawk fashion label She Holds the Sky designs, breaking barriers, combining traditional Mohawk designs with a modern twist.
I had to bring like a Mohawk perspective. That's who I'm making my designs for, is, you know, and not just for Indigenous people, but I want anybody that wants to wear my garments, my designs. I want them to feel good about themselves in it.
Karoniénhawe means hold the sky in the Mohawk language. Every thread sewed with intention to give Indigenous women stylish clothing that also represents their culture, rooted in history, and a celebration of their ancestors.
When I'm designing them and I'm making them, I'm really thinking about the modern day Indigenous woman, regardless of age, young, you know, teenagers to our elders. I want them to recognize things in my clothing, like symbols or colors. We had the wampum. I use that, you know, a lot in my current collection. A lot of people maybe won't understand that, but from a Mohawk perspective, we understand why we use the wampum. They were our currency. That we used them for trade. We used them to settle disagreements. So there's definitely a meaning behind all the things that I used in my collection.
Diabo started sewing at the young age of 10 when her father saw her interest as she watched her family members sew their own garments. She since turned her passion into her vocation.
A cousin of mine, she was going to a wedding and she needed a shirt, and her boyfriend needed a shirt. So they asked me, like, would you be interested in doing it as like my first order? So I did that, and ever since then I have not stopped taking orders. And that was about 7 years ago.
Diabo says she feels unstoppable and powerful when dressed in traditional regalia, and she wanted to bring that feeling into her garments.
You can wear these to work, you can wear them to school, you can wear them to ceremonies, and it's still appropriate, and it's still, showing, your pride as being an Indigenous person.
She Holds the Sky design will be featured in a fashion show in Denver, Colorado in March, and will be back at a showcase at the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts in April. In Montreal, Brittany Henriques, City News.